Powered by Pipe TV.
Miss Tony's on the move again. Miss Tony's on the move again.
This is your girl, Miss Tony, and welcome to On the Move with Miss Tony, where I definitely bring you the stories and show ideas you request. We have one phenomenal guest today you don't want to miss out. She definitely has not let her past define her future. She is such a big entrepreneur. She has so much to share in her story of inspiration. So guys, help me welcome to the show, Anita Sparrock. Hi, Anita.
Hi, Tony. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
I am so glad you joined us. Anita, I've just been watching you. We've actually worked together a while ago, and it was phenomenal. And just hearing the backstory of how everything has actually inspired with what you're doing today, it's such a blessing. It is really such a blessing to know you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity. I'm just so excited. Oh gosh, the story is just one that I look back on and like, thank God I don't look like what I've been through.
Right. That's what I was about to ask. Let people know a little bit about you, Anita. Like, your humble beginnings, to where we are now. So we basically have to start more or less from the beginning. Tell us, who is Anita?
Absolutely. Well, I was born and raised in New York, in Brooklyn. And, my mom's side is from Puerto Rico. My dad's side is from Barbados. So I've got the best of both worlds. Yeah. And then I moved over into the Bronx about 15 years ago. I am a single parent of two young sons. They're 10 and 8. My pride and joy. I was married for 8 years, and I've been divorced now about 5. And it's been a journey. It's definitely been a journey. But it's one that with the awesome village and support that I've been able to get through.
Right, correct. So so I actually wanted to get a little bit more of your backstory because of your backstory, it has actually inspired you to move to where you are now. So I don't want people yet to know what's going on now. I want them to see and hear what was going on in your past.
Sure. Well, in my past, I guess you could say it was one of those marriages that ultimately ended in infidelity on his part. But there was also some domestic violence. And a lot of my family and friends had no clue because I was raised that you don't talk about what's going on in your marriage.
Right. And especially coming from violence.
Exactly. So ironically, I didn't know it was domestic violence until I actually went to counseling after the separation and ultimately divorce. Because, I was taught or shown that domestic violence was actually physical contact. There was never any of that. There were a lot of other signs that I can now say were narcissistic behavior, anger issues. And, it took a toll on me emotionally, psychologically, where I wasn't comfortable in my own skin.
So basically, we call that mental abuse.
Absolutely. And although I, was always a full-figured woman, and I thought that I was comfortable in my own skin and thought that I was pretty fashionable, there were still so many insecurities, because I felt like, well, if I can't be as successful in my marriage, then there's something wrong with me, and not realizing that that really wasn't the case.
Right. Right. Well, you have talked about you were always a full-figured woman. You're actually absolutely gorgeous, Anita.
Thank you.
And I know when you were younger, you did a little bit of modeling, and you now actually picked it back up.
Right.
So, that's when I got the opportunity to actually work with you, was when you were modeling. And
right.
That the platform that you came on, what we took on, was about bearing your soul, and
Yes.
you decided, you're like, I'm gonna do this. So I would not have even guessed, Anita.
Right.
Because I feel like your confidence was so there. You are
Right.
very inspiring. So how do you feel about others looking to you for inspiration?
It's really surreal. It's very surreal that I now have such a following of young women and even some men, because domestic violence is not just about the women being abused. It's the reverse as well. Right. Just being able to share my story is very cathartic, and it's inspiring. I used to have this thing, it started about 2 years ago, where I would call it Walk and Talk with Anita. And it was just me within about 5 to 10 minutes of walking to the subway. And it would be me just going live, giving little snippets of inspiration and little snippets about my experiences. And that turned into a whole group of young women who are currently in the situation, were in the situation, and going forward. Right. And just never realizing that this person, me, that they looked up to, was in their shoes.
Right.
So it's very cathartic. It's very, it's really humbling, to have so many young ladies that look up to me and like, you need to tell your story.
And you didn't even know that you had that strength to do that.
Yes.
It was more of a time for you to release.
Yes.
Well, look, guys,
yes.
I want you all to stay tuned, because we're going to speak more with Anita about how what was going on in her past, what she has going on in her present, because that has actually prepared her to prep for what is going on right now. So guys, stay tuned. Anita, you're going to stay right here. Okay, don't go.
Absolutely.
All right, and we'll be right back with some more On the Move with Miss Tonni.
Miss Toni's on the move again.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I am here with my girl, Anita. She has just shared some of her behind the scenes story of what was going on, the inspiration she has, especially with domestic violence. She speaks about it, and she uses that as a platform and a motivation, not only for herself, but for others as well. And guess what? With that, Miss Anita has actually propelled herself and uplifted herself and decided, Miss Anita is going into business for myself. Yes. So, Anita, I know you have a couple of businesses. What is the first one that you started?
The first one was a jewelry business, which is rings and things for $5. And it's literally, I'm an independent consultant for paparazzi accessories, and it's jewelry for $5.
Yes. And how is that business going for you? Especially
that's going It's going relatively well. However, the second business is doing much better.
Yes, yes, and tell them what that one is.
That one is Max and Seby soaps, and it's an all-natural soap business where I created about a year ago. Yes, yes,
See,
it's
that's
an
why
all-natural soap.
during the break I said, let me go get mine, because this is also body.
Yes, yes. So it's an all-natural soap business. It's branched out into lip oils and now body butters, which has been like the biggest seller. And I named it after my sons, Maximus and Sebastian. And I started the business. We actually just made a year. I've been so busy, I totally missed the anniversary of it. So it's been a year, and I started it at the height of the pandemic as a means to, one, have a secondary source of income because I lost my job at the height of the pandemic, and primarily because myself and my youngest, we both have eczema. And I was tired of spending exorbitant amounts of money on creams and potions and lotions to help soothe it. And it didn't seem that a lot of those products were really working. Right. I wanted something much more natural. Right. So I started doing some research and started looking into how to go about doing it. And I just started, Prime membership with Amazon and started ordering things and playing around with recipes, and voila. Here we are a year later, and we're doing well.
Yes, you're doing very well. And tell me, what do the boys think about mommy and her business? I should actually say it's kind of their business too, right? It was named after them.
Absolutely. They're excited. My youngest, Maximus, loves naming the products. Sebastian enjoys the production part of it, where he'll help package and seal. And he also, I call him the little CEO, the financial piece of it, because he's like, Mommy, you're selling a lot. We're going to need a bigger space. And I was like, yeah, so we had our first pop-up shop about 2 weeks ago, which was phenomenal.
And
I was basically,
what type of events can you go to, or, how do you get the word out about your products here? Once again,
right. Well, right now it's all, I started it mainly on social media. It's all been word of mouth initially. And then, when I got the website going, people can go onto the website and purchase, and then you have some, who are not so computer or tech savvy, and they'll just inbox me and say, I want this, and I'll send it out. But it's been fantastic. It literally is just all been mainly by word of mouth. Right. And the support has been tremendous.
Yeah, Anita, let me go back for a quick minute, because I know you said why you started the business, but how is it running your own business? Like, what has there been any type of obstacles or anything like that?
No, actually, it's been fantastic. It's quite liberating to create a product that people actually love and they enjoy, and to have repeat customers is really especially nice. I just actually did a Mother's Day promotion where everything was free shipping.
Right. Okay.
And I got to tell you, after that pop-up shop, the sales skyrocketed. I broke night 3 days in a row to get all the orders out in time. Right. So that's liberating. So, it's great because I got the orders out and I was tired, but I was tired because I was working from my business. So that was like so satisfying.
So I was about to say that is so much different as to why you're tired, especially when it has to do with your own business. Why? Because you love it.
Yes.
You love it, and you love pleasing your customers, your clients.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So what's the next product you're coming out with? You got the soaps, you got the lip oils, you got the body butters. What else can we expect?
Oh, it's how interesting you asked me that. I was just looking at yesterday and this morning, I'm looking into body shimmers. So it's that summertime is coming, and yeah, so, why not get a little glow on with your tan? So I'm looking into that, looking into some natural oils for that, because I want to make sure, you're protecting your skin even while you're out in the sun, because
Yeah,
that's important, you know. So but you know, why not look good doing it?
that's right.
Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. Well, I am so looking forward to your new products coming out. I'm glad I was able to grab. I'm a body butter person. I try
Yes.
almost everybody's body butter to see whose I like best. You know, if it's
Right.
oily, if it's too dry, because I have that type of skin. I don't have eczema, but I do have
Right.
the type of skin that likes to draw in.
Soak up. Yeah.
And I look at my skin, I'm like, okay, why I still look dry?
Right.
So
And that's the great thing about the body butters is that it's not just for people who have eczema. Anyone can use it, you know. So it's you know, it's perfect for dry skin, it's perfect for the winter weather, all year round you can use it. It's not so heavy that you feel like, you know, I can't wear this at a certain time of the year.
correct. Now, just real quick, because we did talk about those products. One last product that I hope that you'll be able to do, because I'm looking at the skin. It looks flawless.
Oh.
Anything for the face?
Oh, that's old-fashioned witch hazel. But the trick is refrigerate it so that after you cleanse your face, the coldness of the witch hazel on a cotton swab
Yes.
closes your pores out. So
Hmm.
when you do your foundation or your creams, it creates a very smooth palette.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, look, guys, if you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Yes, but guys, again, we're gonna talk more with Anita when we come back. So please stay tuned for more On the Move with Miss Toni.
Hi, I'm Anita Marie Sparrock. If you're not following me on social media, you ought to. Facebook, Anita Marie Sparrock, Instagram, Face by Sparrock, and shop my website, www.maxandsebysoaps.com. And I am on the move with Ms. Toni.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is On the Move with Miss Toni. I am your host, Miss Toni, and still Anita is still here with us. One phenomenal entrepreneur, businesswoman. I mean, you've done it all, the modeling, the businesses. I mean, yes, you are an inspiration. Your platform is fantastic, Anita. I really
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you're here with us talking about your story and what's going on. Um, Tell me a little bit about your career highlights for the rest of 2021.
Oh, wow. The career highlights. Um, it's been such a whirlwind. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I got to tell you, it started with the exposure photo shoot, and you know, I turned 50, and I was like, I'm just going to put it all out there. And I've never felt more confident and sexy. And since that shoot, I've gotten offers for, you know, to become, you know, come in for photo shoots, and I've been published, which was a total shock and surprise to me. I'm working on some scripts for movies that are coming up.
Forgot to
And
mention
hopefully,
that you're an actress as well. I forgot to mention that, guys. I told you.
yeah, that recently came from, you know, just the photo shoot. It really has been such a fantastic experience. I'm excited. I'm nervous because I've never done either, and this wasn't anything that I really set out to do or to be.
Right.
You know, the modeling, I started when I was like 18, but you know, back then there wasn't really a market for plus size models as there is today. So it's ironic how life, and there were, you know, peaks and flows and ebbs and flows, and it wasn't until I turned 50 when everything just like poof started really coming in. And you know, God has a way of really showing up and showing out. You know, it's like when I turned 50 and like the confidence just lifted, the sexiness just lifted. And you know, I'm just like, I can do this. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to show everyone else, no matter what your circumstances, yes, you can do this.
Vibes, yes.
Yeah.
My goodness. Well, look, Miss Anita, you also you know, again, you are on social media. You try to do some live. So if people needed to follow you, like where's some of the platforms you're on?
Sure. So for Facebook, you can follow me on Anita Marie Sparrock, sorry, on Facebook, and on Instagram, it's Face by Sparrock.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the only two that I have right now. I was told I need to open up some others, but we're working on it.
When you do some of your lives, because you still do a couple of lives every so often, which platform do you use? IG or Facebook?
I usually use Facebook for lives. That's my primary go-to. Yeah, I will almost always post from there first before Instagram. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a specific time you go on so that people could get ready to tune in, or?
It's very random. I don't have a specific set time. It used to be for the jewelry. I used to do it about 9 p.m. on Fridays or Saturdays. But the soap business has taken over that. So now it's kind of like whenever I have a moment and I feel inspired, I'll go in and I'll just do it. Sometimes it'll be early morning on my walk.
Okay.
And then sometimes it'll be evening after the boys are settled and I finally have a moment to breathe. It's very random, but I would like to start planning now that things are starting to pick up. I'd really like to have more of a schedule for it. So I got to work on that.
And you are definitely, reinventing yourself, making yourself more natural, free. So a little birdie told me that you've also been so motivated to actually work out that now you have a personal trainer.
Yes, that is so true. Yes.
Personal trainer, and some of you guys might know this trainer also. This is Sandor.
Yes.
I mean, Sandor is awesome.
He's fantastic. I met him on set at the exposure photo shoot, and we have like a little inside joke where I say, well, there's nothing I can hide from you. You've seen it. So when I learned that he was indeed a trainer, I reached out to him, and we've been working together since February. Wow. So we've just hit our 3-month mark, and I really was just set to do it for 3 months as a personal challenge to myself, but I got to tell you, it's addictive. Like, now it's like, okay, I'm seeing the results. Yes.
It does get addictive.
Yeah, I'm seeing the results. So I'm like, okay, we need to continue this.
Right. So how's the weight loss, the body tone? Have your body changed since working out?
Yes. I'm much stronger. I used to have a lot of like body aches and joints and mainly my knees. Now I get up we went from doing, a little bit of sit-ups here and squats to where we're doing like Megan Thee Stallion style training and squatting, and now kickboxing because he feels that I've surpassed everything else that he has set for me. So it's definitely challenging, but he pushes me, and that's what I really like. I need someone in my face to say, come on, let's get going. Let's move your body. Right. Yeah. So now it's like we're into kickboxing. It's the best workout ever.
Like I said, Miss Anita is reinventing herself. So I told her that I might have a side question to ask her. Right. And so this is it. With everything that's happened to your past, and how you're moving and all the positiveness now coming full blown, your kids are growing so nicely, nice gentlemen. You are raising some awesome men.
Thank you.
Yes, they're coming up. How do you feel about love and romance?
Oh, I love love and romance. I've been divorced 5 years and I haven't actually dated in that time. And ironically, when I was ready to, the pandemic hit. So I'm like, I guess that was God's way of saying, you need a little bit more time.
He'll work on you.
Right. So I took that time, and now I'm totally open to it. I'm so ready for it. It's intimacy for me, just and when I say intimacy, not necessarily the physical sexual act, it's just everything that envelops that, just the sleight of the look, the holding of the hand, the hugging, the dancing to soft music. I'm a sucker for love. So I love that. So I still truly do believe in love, and it's there. It's there. So it's just a matter of time.
Look, reinventing. Mama got her sexy back.
That's right.
So this is it. We're gonna wrap up. Again, Anita, thank you for sharing your story, the inspiration coming up full blossom here. So definitely for the folks out there on any of the levels that we've spoken about today, what are some final words of wisdom you could give your clients, people that want to follow you? What do you have to say to them?
Never give up. Always believe in yourself. You are so much stronger than you think you are. And just move in confidence, move with purpose, and maintain your village. Even though sometimes it's hard and I myself feel alone, maintain your village. They're there. Utilize them. Don't think that you're out there by yourself. You're not. So just keep going.
Yes. Oh God. You guys heard that? Beautiful words. Beautiful words. Boy, Anita, I hate to actually go. You're like a in my head now. I so want to hang out with you, and not for nothing, I know we live somewhere close by. So we'll make that happen this summer. I would love to hang out with you. For those that don't know, I just turned 50. Ooh, I said it live on. But yes,
own it.
I'm owning it now. It took me a while. Like, nah, I couldn't have gotten it ready, But yeah, I just turned 50, and I would say we look fabulous.
Absolutely, we're aging in reverse, and that's what's so sexy and confident about it.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, folks. Well, Miss Anita, once again, thank you for stopping through.
Thank you. This was such a pleasure.
We got plenty more. As more of your products come available and you need a platform, this is your home. This is your home, Miss Anita. All
awesome.
Right? So again, come on through anytime. Just hit me up. Say, Miss Toni, I got some stuff I got to talk about. I'm here for you at all times.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the invitation. It's been such a pleasure. I truly have enjoyed this.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, if you yourself have a story or show idea that you would like to come on and talk about, again, email me and we'll get it done. All right. Just like Miss Anita. Sometimes, actually with Miss Anita, she just had an inspiring story and I reached out to her. But if you definitely have a story or a show idea, contact me at the email address that you see, and we'll talk. So everyone, be well, stay safe, and I'll see you next week on another episode of On the Move with Miss Toni. Bye.